Good morning, dear students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning to one and all. In this today's very important session, first of all, I welcome Professor Hina K. Bijli Madam, who is the resource person of this session, and I welcome our academic counselor, Dr. Saxena, and other colleagues. And I also welcome our dear learners for whom this special session has been organized by us today, mainly to guide you regarding your internship, your practicals, and assignments which you have to attempt in your diploma in event management. Dear learners, as you already know, that this program is very important and relevant, particularly in today's scenario. And this is a very emerging field throughout the world, not only in India or not only at one place, rather throughout world. This is a very important area and lots so many organizations are coming up. They have to organize different type of events, and now they are in need of professionals who can arrange and manage these types of important events for those organizations. So you are a learner of very important and a type of a professional program which our university is offering. And I welcome you all for this today's session. And our Director, Regional Services Division, Dr. UC Pandey sir, he also is supposed to join us very soon because he is busy in some meeting. So as soon as he gets free, he will join us, and he will address you also, and he will bless you, bless us all. So with these words, I once again thank you all for sparing your valuable time, and I welcome you all once again to this very important session. And now I request Professor Hina K. Bijli Madam to kindly start the session and guide our students for these important components of this Diploma in Event Management program of our university. Welcome, Madam, please.
Thank you, Dr. Ashok Sharma. It's really kind of you that you organize this for students of Diploma in Event Management across India. And I would also like to thank Ashlesh ji for joining in. I've also invited a faculty in my department who looks after a few courses of this program, Dr. Meenu Verma. She has also joined in. And the very objective of this session is to orient all the learners of diploma in event management. Of course, it's an emerging field, and it offers a diversity of opportunities because of the areas that the event industry caters to, be it weddings, be it theme parties, celebrations, fundraisers, sports events. I mean, digital events, the list is endless. From digital, now we have gone over to phygital also, that is physical as well as digital, together, especially with the educational events where we have the blended mode of learning. So all this has got converged as one industry called the event industry, and the need for people to go in for customized events. हमारे हिसाब से आप एक event generate करें, that is called a customized event. So this is the norm of today, and it's a very creative industry, because when you customize an event for a client, your forte as an event manager changes as per the client's needs. So we have to cater to the client's needs. That is what the event industry is all about. And satisfaction of the clients, the attendees, how you track the attendees, their numbers, how everything has got digitized in the digital space. So all this is very, very important. And the first and basic thing about event management is that it provides a first hand experience to the attendees of the event or to the client, जहाँ पे आप टच एंड फील एक्सपीरियंस एहसास कर सकते हैं कोई भी चीज का. इट्स नॉट लाइक एन एडवर्टोरियल और एनी काइंड ऑफ अ होर्डिंग यू सी ऑन द रोड, but through events you get live experiences, 360-degree feeling of the entire experiential effect. So that is the main purpose of events today. So they are customized to happen, and for this to be customized to happen, we need professionals to handle the industry. So this demand for events sets the requirement for people who are trained in the event sector, which is why all of you are in this program, which is why learners are enrolling into this program, and for this we need specialized training. So this diploma program in particular has all those nuances. ये एक बहुत ही रेयर टाइप का डिप्लोमा है जहाँ पे आपको वॉक इन एक्टिविटीज करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, आपको कोई भी कंपनी में जाके काम करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री जो है वो इंतजार कर रही है कि हमारे पास वॉलंटियर्स कब आएंगे ज्वाइन करने के लिए. सो व्हेन यू वर्क एज एन इंटर्न या प्रैक्टिकल का काम करते हैं, तब आपको लगता है okay, yeah, I'm into something, I'm doing something in which a lot of niche expertise is involved, creativity is involved, a lot of innovative designing is involved, thinking is involved, thinking out of the box is involved, and all such skills are involved, communication skills also. So इस बात को हम mind में रखते हुए, I'd like to make a small presentation to the learners, because we are also going to specifically later focus on how we are going to conduct internship activity and practical activities, because many learners out there, they are not aware of how internship and practicals have to be done, and they have to be become very familiar with this aspect. Because jab tak aap internship or practicals nahi karenge, unless you do not get into dwell deep into internship and practicals, you won't know what this subject is all about. So it's a very interesting thing. Don't be afraid of the subject, but definitely it is going to equip you with the skills in which you can excel in all professions. That's how this program has been designed for you. So if we can go ahead with the presentation, Ashokji, what do you say?
Yes, ma'am. Please, madam, please.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, maybe I'll just close my video because there may be bandwidth issues, and then I'll start my screen share. But I would like to ask the learners that in case you have any doubts or anything, you can post them on the chat box and we will take them up towards the end. How much time do we have, Ashokji?
Ma'am, up to 12, or as long as the session goes on.
Okay. I'll try to complete it in a very comprehensive manner, and then we can start taking the questions. But first, I'd like to explain a few things, and you may also like to explain a few things after the session to the learners based on the requirements of this program. Thank you. So I'll just start with my presentation. So just let me know if my screen is visible.
It is visible, madam. It is visible.
It's visible. Okay, let me go on the slideshow format. So, welcome to the world of events. So, first of all, let us understand what is event management. I have just given you an overview of the industry. But events are basically what we know as designed experiences. हम experiences को client के लिए, यानी कि आपके ग्राहक या customer के लिए डिजाइन करेंगे as an event manager. So basically, an event is a live multimedia package where we can see a lot of, digital. You see a lot of activities happening live at that time, with a preconceived concept in mind, and it is customized or modified to meet the client's objectives. I would also say expectations of reaching out to the target audience by providing a complete sensual experience. Sensual मतलब आपके eyes, आपके nose, आपके auditory feelings, sensations जो होते हैं. By touch you can understand what that product is, and it provides an avenue for two-way interaction. For instance, when you go for a wedding, you see, you experience, because of the theme of the event, because of the the experience or the atmosphere that has been created inside the venue and outside the venue. So all this gives you an avenue also for two-way interaction. Similarly, when you go for a product launch, you see, you get a chance to experience the product over there. But when you watch the same product on TV, you cannot experience the product. So all these happen only in events. That is why we have this body of knowledge called event management today. Why do we have to study event management? Because it is also called business of experiences. It gives you the touch and feel experience. हर इवेंट का एक्सपीरियंस यूनिक होता है, अलग होता है. एक ही जगह एक ही टाइप का इवेंट, जैसे कोई प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च होता है, जैसे एक कोई सिटी में होता है, वो दूसरे सिटी में प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च अलग होगा, क्योंकि वहाँ के लोग अलग होंगे. वहाँ का जो एक्सपीरियंस क्रिएट किया जाएगा इवेंट में, वो अलग हो जाता है. उसी तरीके से आप एक मेला अटेंड करते हैं, यू अटेंड अ फेयर इन अ सिटी और अ रूरल एरिया. So it may be different in a different city or a rural area because of the people or the geographical terrain which is there, or because of the climatic conditions which are there. So no two events of the same type of or same genre would be the same. उसी तरीके से मैनेजमेंट जो है इवेंट्स का, इट्स अ सर्विस एक्टिविटी. सर्विस एक्टिविटी मीन्स अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क गोज इनटू इट, अ लॉट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज गो इनटू planning and organizing, and then conducting the event right through the shutdown or the closure of the event. And it requires specific skills. So whatever skills you acquire when you conduct an event or while being in the event industry, आप एक event company में जब आप job करते हो, so you get equipped with such portable skills that make you excel in any profession. Maybe after some years you want to leave the event industry and you want to join the pharmaceutical industry or the fashion industry. You come up with such skills within you that help you excel in that particular profession as well. Events are also economic and social drivers of cities, regions and nations. ये मैं इसीलिए बोल रही हूँ because many events across the world, when you look at the diversity of events, right from an event which is happening within your home, such as a baby shower or a meeting, family meeting at home, or an anniversary party, to the scale of large scale sports events or kumbh melas or the trade fairs that happen across the world, you see the scale of events. So these are major drivers of economy across nations in the world. यहाँ तक कि जब आप लेटेस्ट रिपोर्ट्स पढ़ेंगे ईमा के, इवेंट एंड एंटरटेनमेंट मैनेजमेंट एसोसिएशन के, अर्नस्ट एंड यंग जो बनाता है, उसमें ये दिखाया जा रहा है कि 16,000 प्लस करोड़ के ऊपर जो है द इंडस्ट्री इज getting profits, and they are broadly segmented into corporate planners and wedding planners. ऊपर से क्या हो रहा है आजकल, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टीज आ रहे हैं. इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टीज वो होते हैं जहाँ पे आपका जो लोगो होता है या डिजाइन होता है इवेंट का, या आपका जो भी आपकी कंपनी कंसेप्चुअलाइज करती है, क्रिएट करती है, एग्जीक्यूट करती है, अगर वो सक्सेसफुल होता है तो वो इवेंट इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी कहलाता है, उनके पोर्टफोलियो में आ जाता है। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल विस्क्राफ्ट एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है। नाउ दिस कंपनी ओन्स एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेस द आईआईएफए फिल्म अवार्ड्स। सिमिलरली द महिंद्रा ब्लूज फेस्टिवल, यू नो, जो स्पोर्ट्स का होता है, या परसेप्ट कंपनी है उनका जो सनबर्न फेस्टिवल है, परसेप्ट आईपी जो है, ये एक लार्ज फेस्टिवल ऑर्गेनाइज करता है हर साल गोवा में, कॉल्ड सनबर्न। सो सनबर्न इज एन इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ परसेप्ट। सो जो सक्सेसफुल इवेंट्स होते हैं, ये एक बहुत बड़ा ट्रेंड हो गया है कि आप, ये परसेप्ट हो गया, विस्क्राफ्ट हो गया, दीज आर बिग बिग कंपनीज। नाउ इवन द medium companies or the smaller companies, they are also creating intellectual properties which gives them a lot of profit. So, like I said, there are lots of opportunities in both organized and unorganized event segments today for you. Let us quickly see intellectual properties I just mentioned. We also have corporate events and the MICE events, that is the meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. These are largely business events, which I spoke about also a few minutes back. Social and cultural events, sports and entertainment. This is a very big industry in itself. The wedding industry, especially destination weddings, theme weddings, anniversaries. So all these events are also called personal events, and इनका तो 10,000 crore के ऊपर का आज के दिन turnover है. So you can see the scale and magnitude of events. So you can see that each of such events like theme parties, birthdays, celebrations, festivals, fairs, regional events, these events, you know, they try to enhance the appeal of a particular region and put them on the world map. जैसे आपका केरला बोट रेस का फेस्टिवल हो गया, या कोई भी जैसे कोणार्क फेस्टिवल हो गया उड़ीसा में. सो ऑल दीज इवेंट्स, यू नो, दे आर आल्सो, डोंट थिंक दैट दे जस्ट are happening because they are happening just like that. They are made to happen because they also generate a lot of profits for a particular region. जैसे आपका जयपुर लिटरेरी फेस्टिवल है, जो जयपुर में हर साल होता है in the beginning of the year. So this festival gives a lot of revenue to Jaipur in crores. Similarly, concerts, local sports, marathons, nowadays sports events, this is going to be the future of the industry. This is still coming up in a big way. Sports हो गया, rural events हो गए हैं, जो rural activations होते हैं. Don't understand wrongly that rural events are meant only for students who are based out of rural areas. Even you staying in cities can, you know, capitalize and make profits from rural events. जो rural activations होते हैं गांव में, एलईडी प्रोडक्ट्स के, या आपके आयुर्वेदा के, आयुष के प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, ऑल दीज, द मार्केटिंग ऑफ दीज हैपन थ्रू रूरल इवेंट्स, एंड मेनी सच थिंग्स लाइक sports, etc. They get covered under rural events. Even the cultural events, all the festivities, the ceremonies that happen, they are being promoted by the government for the purpose of giving a boost to the event industry. Similarly, digital events, managed events and activations, you can see that because of the Digital India campaign and Make in India campaign and other such campaigns, and due to low cost, you know, efficiency and internet penetration which is happening in rural areas nowadays, the activations are increasing. तो ये activations क्या होते हैं? Activations are very those kind of small scale events. जैसे आपके brand launches होते हैं, product launches होते हैं, brand positioning होती है, आप मॉल्स में जाते हैं, छोटे छोटे प्रोडक्ट्स के एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स होते हैं लाइव, वहां पे आपको प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बताया जाता है गेम्स के थ्रू, और थ्रू लाइव डिजिटल स्टैंडीज एंड थ्रू other activities. So all these make you involve, make you to be a part of these activities. There's a lot of engagement happening in such activities. That's why they are called activations, and these are very small scale kind of events. इनको managed events भी कहते हैं और activations भी कहते हैं. उसी तरीके से जैसे मैंने आपको रूरल इवेंट्स के बारे में बताया. So rural events offer a lot of scope in today's times, and government events also, like your Nari Chetna program of Sahitya Academy हो गया, Ministry of Culture के events हो गए, Global Exhibition on Services हो गया. राजस्थान में देखो तो डिजिटल राजस्थान होता है, सूरत में देखो तो स्मार्ट सिटी सूरत हो गया. इस तरह के हर सिटी में कुछ ना कुछ इवेंट्स होते हैं. दीज आर nothing but government events. So all events are very, very important. It's very important to understand the genre of events which is being presented in this. But आप लोगों को ये समझना है that all these events, be it social events, corporate events, intellectual properties, digital events, managed events, sports, entertainment, rural government events, all these involve a lot of activities focusing on themes, decor, colors, interiors, buffet spreads, foods and beverages, and celebrity experiences. So this needs largely handling of event team, and there's a lot of scope which the industry offers. Also, a lot of consumers today are willing to spend on events, which is why this industry has come up. So why is there this scope? We need to understand that events are also being used as major marketing tools. जैसे आपके जो कॉर्पोरेट इवेंट्स हो गए हैं या गवर्नमेंट इवेंट्स हो गए हैं, मीटिंग्स, इंसेंटिव्स, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, एग्जीबिशंस हो गए हैं. So all such events, they are used as marketing tools to launch, position or promote products. And like I said in the beginning, they are customized, innovative, and first-hand experiences. So what happens is when you experience that product, for example, you experience Bonvita, or you experience any product like ग्लूकोन डी हो गया है, या डाबर आंवला केश तेल हो गया है, या हमदर्द का रूह अफ़ज़ा हो गया है. So when you see a product actually being promoted in a particular place, or being launched, a new product is being launched in a particular event, you also understand that it reinforces the brand image which is there in your mind. So that is very, very important. So creation of brand awareness is a major objective of the organization of events. So any product is uniquely showcased, and it registers in the audience's mind immediately. Now we also need to understand the importance of this diploma for you. आजकल क्या हो रहा है कि the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is trying to lay a lot of emphasis on skill building. So this particular sector, that is the event industry, is being identified by the government as a major skill area or a skill building area by the government of India through sector skills councils. तो आप ये मिनिस्ट्री के वेबसाइट में जाएंगे तो मीडिया एंड एंटरटेनमेंट स्किल काउंसिल जो है उसके अंडर इवेंट इंडस्ट्री का बहुत ज्यादा मेंशन हुआ है और एम्फेसिस दिया गया है. So definitely we need to understand that the industry today, event industry, is in need of manpower and trained people like you. And the industry has been growing rapidly post-COVID, and internship students are absorbed by event firms or agencies right away once they complete the internship. That is in most cases. जितने भी बच्चों को मैंने जाना है जो इंटर्नशिप करते हैं उनमें से मैक्सिमम 70% तक के बच्चे एब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं. Now, what are the opportunities which are there for you? Some of the roles which are given to people who join the event industry are event creative director and designer, wedding planner, event planner, artist manager, decor designer, PR officer, business development manager, project manager, because events are largely viewed as projects because they have a fixed time scale. जो आप कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ इवेंट्स में पढ़ेंगे आपके पहले कोर्स में, उसमें ये दिखाया गया है कि इवेंट का एक मेजर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होता है that they have a fixed time scale. That is, all events which start, they end also, but they have a unique characteristic about them. And then that is a project. Then another event comes up which you need to handle. So every time some opportunity comes up, you're given the role, you're assigned that role to handle it for the kind of portfolio you've been given to handle. So you could even be a ritual planner, a production manager, an artist manager, technology specialist. So different event agencies or firms or companies, they give a different nomenclature. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही रोल हर इवेंट कंपनी में उस तरह के रोल के लिए नॉमेनक्लेचर है. It could be a wedding designer instead of being called wedding planner, but the role is almost the same, and the list is endless for opportunities. Now, in this particular diploma, you have print materials which would have reached you or would be reaching you, and audio video programs. Internship and practicum are conducted in event agencies or event management firms or companies. If you want to identify an event company, you can access event management company websites, or for your own interest, अगर आप internship नहीं कर रहे हो, अभी आप खाली theory पढ़ रहे हो इस stage पे, तो आप event management companies के websites में जाके उनके बारे में जान सकते हो. You can establish contacts with them, and this allows you to study wherever you are. So if you want to engage with an event company, you can even join hands with them. You can make friends with them and say that I would be very interested to work for your company, and if any opportunity comes up, I would like to know, can I come and meet you? Then another way of understanding this subject is the support which will be extended to you. This would be through interactive radio counseling, जो आपका FM channel है, and teleconferencing through Gyan Darshan. So IRC, that is interactive radio counseling, happens through Gyanwani, and teleconferencing happens through Gyan Darshan television channel. It is being provided besides counseling sessions. So our faculty keeps extending this kind of support to learners so that it is accessed from all over the country. Then a lot of case studies you will find in your study material. जब आप कंटेंट खोलोगे तो बहुत सारे केस स्टडीज आपको बॉक्सेस के अंदर मिलेंगे. So please don't be surprised to know that these were case studies which were individually acquired from reputed event companies after meeting the owners or the CEOs of the companies, who explained what kind of events they were conducting for a particular area like theme and decor, or for a particular way in which planning was done. So we have lots of case studies in our content, जिससे आपको पढ़ने में भी बहुत interesting लगेगा, and you'll also know with a lot of examples how events are happening, how risk management is taken up, how clients are identified, how to behave with clients, and so on. How to start your own event company, how you can establish your own event company, and so on. So all the above delivery constituents, जैसे print materials हो गए, audio video programs हो गए, आपके जो regional centers हैं जो आपको support करने के लिए हैं, आपके जो study centers हैं, all these are your support systems for you to understand the subject better and to smoothly participate in this diploma program. So you also have to keep in mind that while studying this program, you need to submit assignments. I shall be uploading the assignments within a week's time on the IGNU website. You can start doing your assignments after that. Because of the end of December phase and New Year, I decided not to upload it at that time, because it's a holiday season for all the learners here. So now in a week's time, this will be uploaded so that you can start working on your assignments right away. Internship report and practicum workbook. These three assignments, internship report and practicum workbook, are compulsory for the diploma. I'll be explaining these three. तो आपका जो प्रोग्राम स्ट्रक्चर है, it has 5 theory courses. The first theory course is called Basics of Event Management. Second is Event Planning. Third is Event Coordination and Control. Fourth is Event Marketing and Promotion. Fifth is Event Financing and Accounting. So each of these 5 theory courses is of 4 credits, and 1 credit is equal to 30 study hours in IGNOU's parlance, and it is also in accordance with the National Education Policy 2020. So as per rules, you have to give dedicated 120 hours for each theory, that is to study, to prepare your assignments, to watch the Gyan Darshan educational classes and all that. And the last 2 courses, internship, this is for 8 credits, because when the program was getting designed, the top event industry people were there who were also participating for the designing of this program. So as per their insights, it was felt that internship has to be given a lot of serious dedicated work. So that is why it is of 8 credits. So 240 hours for internship. So internship you can do any time from 3 weeks to 3 months based on the kind of event you are going to be engaged in. Then practicals. Practicals is of 4 credits. So I'm going to talk about these. So your theory courses, Basics of Event Management, starts with the basics where you are introduced to event management, what kinds of events are there in the industries today. That opens up your awareness to what is happening in the event industry and the diversity of events that are there. Then the role requirements that are required, your competencies as an entrepreneur. Suppose you want to have your own startup, or you want to be a part of a company, be a shareholder of a company, or a co-owner of a company, what kind of qualities and what kind of competencies are required to be a successful event manager, I would like to say, and also a professional leader. And how you build portfolio of your own company to showcase your work so that people um, on various social media, they come to know about your work. And then how you establish an event management company. Your second course takes you through how you plan an event, how you look for an opportunity, how you get to know your client, how you prepare an event brief, which is very, very important, and how an event proposal is made. An event brief is prepared by your client, and the event brief will be sent to you, and then based on the event brief, you as an event manager will prepare an event proposal. So all these are very, very important tools to make your event be seen by your client and accepted by your client. Then what are the regulatory and compliance issues? What are the legal requirements for conducting an event? What are the permissions that are required, licenses that are required? How are contracts built? How you're going to handle event risks? And then event planning process, how you're going to design an event, how you're going to make it artistic, how you're going to use the different facets of design, what are the themes, colors and effects that will give the event a very wow kind of a factor. What kind of creativity is involved, human resources, planning of logistics, entertainment planning. Then event coordination and control is also a part of event planning, but later on it becomes a part of how you're going to execute the event. So that is there here, which is very, very essential. It's a very, very essential skill that which you will gain while you learn this subject. Why it is important to evaluate events, what kind of media coverage handling is required, what are the controls which are required, And then the different kinds of events, like business events, social events, wedding, cultural events, entertainment events, sports events. तो अगर आप कोई प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट से ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ेंगे तो वो आपको सिर्फ वेडिंग प्लानिंग के बारे में बताएंगे या एमआईसी या कॉर्पोरेट इवेंट्स के बारे में बताएंगे, बट इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम में आपको सारे इवेंट्स के बारे में काफी इंफॉर्मेशन और knowledge acquisition hoga. That makes this program different from other programs, event management programs which are being offered by other institutes across India. Then of course event marketing and promotion, iski marketing aap kaise karoge, how are you going to understand consumer behavior through marketing segmentation, what are the approaches, how is branding and positioning going to happen, how are you going to do brand building of your event, advertising, PR, experiential marketing, digital marketing, sales promotion, personal selling, media management. All these are important facets of event marketing and promotion which you will learn. Then the last course talks about financing and accounting of events, how event revenue can be generated, आप sponsorship कैसे करोगे, आप event की pricing कैसे करोगे, what kind of ticketing processes are involved, how are you going to earn revenue, all this is going to be looked into in detail. How are you going to manage accounting, because tomorrow if you're going to be an event manager you may not be handling the accounting section, but nevertheless you should have a first hand knowledge of what accounting is all about, what are financial statements, what kind of taxation is required for events, auditing, etc. So these were the 5 theory courses. Now let us move on to internship. So the objective of the internship course is to understand what you learned in the theory, the characteristics, planning and design, all this has been touched upon in your internship. Managing equipment, technology, logistics, multimedia, entertainment. How are you going to develop entrepreneurial skills, risk management, financial management? How are you going to evaluate events in real time? That is, while the event is happening, even before the event starts, before the execution, after the planning is done, how are you going to evaluate the event before the start of the event? That is, after planning. Then the legal framework, how are you going to understand the taxation requirements of a big event or a small event? All that has been covered comprehensively in internship. So, how do you conduct internship? So, the internship manual, it's just a 5 pages manual, 5 to 6 pages manual. एंड इसको आपको पढ़ने में बहुत कम टाइम लगेगा. बहुत सारे बच्चे जो हैं वो मुझे कॉल करते हैं कि मैम इसको कैसे करना है, बट इफ यू जस्ट ब्राउज थ्रू द फर्स्ट 2 pages or 3 pages, you'll understand. It will hardly take you 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to understand. But let me tell you how to go about internship. You identify a company for internship placement. It should be a registered event company or a firm or agency. Make sure कि ये कोई tent वाला या caterer या a person who is just trying to provide a tent or a stage for an event, such a person should not be contacted. So the easiest way to identify a company is you just Google up and look for an event company which is closer to your home, closer to where you stay. Okay, so you can approach the company. You can basically tell them that you are a student of event management and you'd like to volunteer or intern for any event. So they look for students who'd like to, volunteer or engage with them. They are very eagerly looking for such students. But आप जब इंटरनेट में ढूंढेंगे ये इवेंट मैनेजमेंट कंपनी या फर्म या एजेंसी के लिए, तब देखना कि वो एक प्रॉपर एस्टैब्लिश्ड कंपनी है. तो उनके प्रोफाइल या उनके वेबसाइट में आपको पता चल जाएगा. You'll understand when you look at their portfolio on the website what kind of events they carry out. Then the schedule could be, like I said in the beginning, any time between 1 month to 3 months. So you can be engaged right from the phase of planning to the execution or the implementation of event, and through the shutdown of events. So it can be planning, on-site operations, and post-event activities. And after you have completed your internship, usually what happens is when you work in an event company during your internship, you would be under a supervisor, under a person like a creative director, or a decor designer, or a hospitality manager, or a wedding consultant, or a production manager. So whenever you work under them, or you could be under the HR also over there, so you need to you would be in consultation with them, how they would be guiding you how to do the activities there. So they will become your supervisors, and you need to prepare a file while you are doing your internship. So that file has to be just like your 12th biology file, in which you can have some ruled sheets as well as unruled sheets, where you can put pictures of you working in the company or the event that is happening. So it will make your file very colorful. You have to write your internship file. Do not print anything, because what happens is when it goes for evaluation, the evaluator may think that you have just copied everything from the website, so that your work will not be authentic at all. That will not be considered authentic. तो आप अपना रोल क्या था आपका ड्यूरिंग प्री इवेंट, ऑन साइट एंड पोस्ट इवेंट, दैट यू हैव टू basically write. Then you can look for an internship opportunity when you start your internship in these areas, like a special event, a technology based event, an experiential event, intellectual property. So any area you can choose. All this is given in your manual in the first 3 to 4 pages itself. Then comes the submission of the internship file. After you have prepared your file, after you've completed your internship, you have to put it through 2 phases of evaluation. जो फर्स्ट लेवल ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन होता है वो है एक्सटर्नल इवैल्यूएशन, वेयर the evaluation will be done by the internship supervisor under whom you worked in the event management company. So what happens is, how you get your evaluation done is you show your file to the supervisor, and the supervisor will give you marks out of 70. Okay, just out of 70. So if you look at your internship manual, there are these certificates at the end of the manual, where a certificate is printed. You just have to tear out that certificate and put it in the front page of your internship file. So in those certificates, you will also be given marks by your internship supervisor. It's called Annexure A. Just remember Annexure A, which I told you about when you prepare your internship file. So Annexure A and Annexure B has to be put in your internship file. Also Annexure C. So just tear out these pages. इनको फाड़ के आप अपने फाइल में सबसे ऊपर लगाओगे, और Annexure A and B आप उनसे भरवाओगे. You will get it filled by the internship supervisor for Annexure A and B with the signature and stamp. Don't forget the stamp of the event company there. Then the second level, once your file is complete, it will go through the second level internal evaluation. So what you'll do is you will put this file into a cover, an envelope, and you will post it to the address which is given in the internship manual. So you don't have to submit it to your regional center. You don't have to submit it to your study center. You have to directly post it to the IGNOU New Delhi headquarters. The address is given in the internship file. So for the remaining 30 marks, the evaluation will be done in IGNOU headquarters. So जो भी evaluators, the evaluators who have been approved by IGNOU, they will evaluate your file for the 30 marks. But please remember that in external evaluation, you have to pass separately. In internal evaluation also, you have to pass separately. For example, if in internship evaluation you get only 1 out of 30, you will be considered as fail. So you have to get marks, pass marks out of 70 also, and pass marks out of 30 also. Moving on to practicum activities. So for practical you have a workbook. जैसे कि मैंने बताया इंटर्नशिप के लिए एक मैनुअल है, लेकिन प्रैक्टिकम एक्टिविटीज के लिए आपके पास एक वर्कबुक है. मैनुअल तो एक गाइडलाइन के लिए होता है. जो इंटर्नशिप की मैनुअल है वो 4 या 5 पेजेस की है, बट प्रैक्टिकल एक्टिविटीज हैव टू बी फिल्ड इन साइड द वर्कबुक. सो एंड दे हैव टू बी, after you complete the the practicum workbook, you have to post it directly, put it inside an envelope and post it directly to Student Evaluation Division, IGNOU, New Delhi. Again, this is the address of headquarters, and the exact address is given in the workbook. So you just look at that address which is given in the workbook and you complete your workbook, and after you have completed it, you put it inside an envelope and you just post it directly to the address which is given in your workbook. So in the practical workbook also, it will give you an exposure to the world of events. A lot of case studies are there. You will get an opportunity to see event designing in detail, to do event designing in detail. Role of technology kya hai, innovation kya hai, what is post event consumer survey, what is event evaluation. All these are very, very interesting activities. How do you prepare an event proposal? How do you prepare an event brief? They are not at all difficult exercises. They are very interesting, easy and simple exercises in which examples are given and you've been shown that what you have to do and which chapter you can refer to in theory to understand this particular practical activity. Now, how to conduct practicum? It's very easy. Practicum activities can be done by visiting events in the city or state. For example, you might be attending your friend's wedding, or you might be attending a product launch of your friend's company or anywhere close by, or you may be attending the trade fair or any kind of agricultural fair or expo. Even when you go to Delhi Heart also, you see a lot of events happening. So you can attend an activation inside a mall while you're just roaming around inside a mall. You can also watch events on YouTube, Facebook, on television. You can watch IPL or any game. So it is given in the first page of your practicum workbook what kind of activities are there which can be done together while attending one particular event itself. Like activities 2, 3, 4, and 6 can be done together while attending a particular event. So before starting your practical activities, you can also refer to, yes, you can also refer, before I forget, you can also refer to the event you are being a part of, in your internship activities. So those also you can use in your practicum workbook. Make sure that you carefully go through the instructions which are given in the workbook, and also in your workbook, for example, you have attended a particular event, you can paste pictures of those events. They will make the workbook activities look very, very original and authentic. Now your concerns as students, a lot of thoughts must be coming up inside your mind at the moment. How do I get in touch with an event company or firm? How do I go about it? मैं कैसे एक event company को approach कर सकती हूँ? So like I said, it can happen through Google very easily, and some of you must be in touch with people who are event managers, who are working in event companies, or who are also working in advertising firms. They would be aware of event companies, or people who are in the corporate sector. Suppose a person's husband is in the corporate sector, a student's husband or a student's father is in a corporate sector. like Hindustan Unilever Limited, for example. So you can actually ask them what kind of event companies or firms do you use in your company to showcase your products for your branding of your products of your company. So these are certain ways in which you can get in touch with इवेंट कंपनीज और फर्म्स. एंड जहां तक कि गूगल की बात है वो मैंने आपको बता दी है. देन हाउ डू आई राइट और टाइप माय रिपोर्ट? सो द मैनुअल ऑफ फॉर इंटर्नशिप, it clearly has subheadings on page 9, 10 and 11. You can follow those subheadings. That is a major guideline. You can follow those subheadings and you can write what your role was while you did your internship, what your role was, what kind of engagement you were in. You can write all that within those headings and also put pictures so that it looks really, really interesting, your internship file. And then where do I submit? I've already mentioned to you the internship file. It has to be evaluated out of 70 marks given by your supervisor. And for the remaining 30, you just put it inside an envelope and send it to the address given in the manual. Also, in the first and foremost page of your file, put your name, roll number, the course code, the title of the course code for internship is BHCP 011, and course code for practicals is BHCL 011. So put your enrollment number, name, course code, course name, and then post it. Coming to assignments, there would be one assignment per theory course. So there'll be total 5 assignments, and the assignments carry 30% of weightage. So remaining 70% weightage is for the term and exam. And these assignments will be made available on the website soon. So you use illustrations, pictures, and examples in your assignments. Don't try to copy all the information which is given in your in the study material for your assignments. And assignments have to be submitted at the study center for evaluation. Do not submit your assignments to me or to anyone in the headquarters, because that will not be considered as official submission. So just submit your assignments at your designated study center. The regional center Delhi one will also tell you about the submission process. But always remember that you should submit your assignments in written form only, not in typed form and on full scape rule sheets. So this is all from my side. You can reach out to me on this email ID. So I'll stop my screen sharing now, and the floor is open for discussion. If any learner wants to ask any questions, you are free to ask. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very elaborated and very wonderful presentation. And before we shift to the students, I would like to invite Dr. Minu Verma, madam, also. You told that she is faculty there and she has joined this meeting, perhaps. Dr. Minu Verma, madam.
I think she has.
If she wants
she's not there because I
Hello,
just contact
hello,
her.
ma'am.
Okay, you're
yes,
there.
she is
Okay.
there, madam.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please, Minu. Yeah, please speak up. Yeah.
मैम सॉरी, मैं क्वेश्चन फिर से सर एक बार फिर से बोल सकते हैं?
Ma'am,
रूम में कोई आ गया था.
Yes, ma'am, if you also want to say something about this program, so you are most welcome.
सर अभी मैम ने जितना भी प्रोग्राम के बारे में एक्सप्लेन किया है बहुत ही अच्छे से मैम ने बता दिया है. बट मैं लर्नर से इस प्रोग्राम से रिलेटेड कुछ मेरी भी अपनी तरफ से ऑब्जर्वेशन है. जैसे कुछ लर्नर्स ने इसमें मैसेज किया है कि उनको इंटर्नशिप और प्रैक्टिकल से बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेरी, उनकी प्रॉब्लम होती है कि वो कहाँ पे करे, कैसे करे। तो जैसा मैम ने बताया कि आप वो जो कंपनीज हैं उन कंपनी से आप डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, और इसके साथ ही साथ अगर उन्हें कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो वो हमसे भी कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि उन्हें यहाँ से भी मैम या हमारे जरिए भी कुछ कंपनी सजेशन दिए जा सकते हैं। और साथ ही साथ मैं सर लर्नर से ये भी कहना चाहूँगी कि जब जैसे हमारे पास कॉपियाँ आती हैं इवेल्युएशन के लिए, तो बहुत सारे लर्नर्स ऐसे हैं जो क्वेश्चन छोड़ देते हैं। बहुत सारे 20 मार्क्स के 10 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन वे नहीं लिखते हैं, देन फिर वो फेल हो जाते हैं क्योंकि हम उस पर फिर मार्किंग नहीं कर सकते, और फिर वो बच्चे फिर से री इवेल्युएशन के लिए डालते हैं। तो इससे बड़ा बुरा भी फील होता है क्योंकि वो री इवेल्युएशन में भी फिर भी फेल हो जाते हैं क्योंकि वो उन्होंने क्वेश्चन सारे अटेम्प्ट नहीं किए होते हैं। तो ये प्रैक्टिकल और इंटर्नशिप से अलग एक था स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि वो इस चीज़ों का भी ध्यान रखें। और इसके अलावा और भी कोई भी क्वेरी है तो वेलकम है, वो हिना मैम से या मुझसे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, उनके और भी कोई इश्यूज अगर होते हैं तो। थैंक यू सर। सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
I think a student has raised hand. Ruchika Rai.
Yeah.
Please ask, Ruchika.
Hi ma'am.
Open
Yeah.
your camera, please.
Hi ma'am.
So we can see you.
मेरे दो, sure 1 minute.
Yes, Ruchika, tell us.
So ma'am, मेरे actually दो questions majorly हैं. So the first is कि जो submit of assignments हैं, that has to be, what is the last date to submit them? By when we submit it?
See, you can submit by March end or maybe April first week. Dr. Ashok, would you like to say?
Ma'am, yes, yes, madam. Dear students, those of you, if you want to appear in your June 2024 term and examinations, then you are required to submit your assignments before 31st of March 2024. जिन स्टूडेंट्स को जून टर्म एंड एग्जाम्स में अपीयर होना है।
Okay.
So, Ruchika, what happens is internship. Yes, you can complete your internship and submit by March end. Try to finish by February end itself. What happens is many students, they submit by April or May. So their files do not get evaluated. They get, taken up in the next session. By August or September, they come to evaluators for correction. So it is better that you submit max by March end. Feb end is ideal, but March end, because this is the season for events. So try to finish as soon as possible so that we can see at our end, that they get evaluated on time and you get your diploma on time. So that would be our advice to you all. And if anyone has any issue with internship, what happens is, yeah, no problem. Anyone has any issue with internship, you can mail us, because many times I have suggested event companies to learners, but it is very far-fetched for them or something. A learner staying in Karol Bagh in Delhi, she is not able to go to Gurgaon if I suggest an event company. So I may know some event companies which are not accessible to you as a learner, which is why we suggest that you Google up and you find out your own event company, and they really want to take learners. I've seen many of them approach me. They say, ma'am, we need students for internship. Many a times the EMA people, Event and Industry Association, Event Management Association, they call me up and they say, please send a list. Last year I even sent a list to them, but by the time the list reached them, many students from other institutes got absorbed for internship. So it is better to look for opportunities in your vicinity that will really, तब भी अगर आपको नहीं मिलता है तब आप मुझे जरूर कांटेक्ट करें. So this is how the internship manual looks. You know, it's just for a few pages how to go about your internship work. It's given in pages like this. And how to do, you know, there are a lot of headings which you can use to write your internship file to prepare, because a lot of things, and whenever you do your internship, go to carry a diary with you so that you can write what happened that day, what are the activities which you conducted. Same goes for your practical also. Your practical manual, it runs in pages like this, so any student can fill up the manual with pictures. For instance, this student has stuck pictures and filled up the the workbook. So she happened to be an event manager, and she was told to do internship in another company. So please see to it that you if you happen to be engaged in the event industry already, please see to it that you you know, you can do internship in your own company also. But she wanted some other experience, she was quite adventurous, she went on to do internship in another company. So you're free to do internship in your own company as well, but try to be very, very expressive in your work, in the way you present your work. And many students, what they do is प्रैक्टिकल वर्कबुक के अंदर वो थ्योरी का कंटेंट कॉपी कर लेते हैं और उससे वो फेल हो जाते हैं प्रैक्टिकल्स में. So please try to present your own original work. Do not copy anything from theory study material into your practical workbook. This is what I'd like to emphasize here. And this is not rocket science. It's a very, very interesting activity. Anytime you feel that you want me to take a class on any particular subject, most welcome. I'll take a one-to-one class with any learner here. Any doubts anywhere, you can call for a meeting. I'll be there. Dr. Meenu will be there. Our regional center is there to support us. We have members of other regional centers also who have joined us. Dr. Amit has joined us. So he's the regional director of RC Delhi too. So it goes to show the kind of interest and leverage which is being put in here by all the regional centers across India for this particular program. Yeah. Anyone else wants to ask anything?
Ma'am, till any other student comes up with their query, kindly let me invite Ashlesh Saxena ji. He is our academic counselor, and he would also like to share something, his experiences while dealing with the students of this program. Yes, Ashlesh Saxena ji, please. Please unmute. Please unmute.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर. जो स्टूडेंट्स की नॉर्मल क्वेरी होती है वो मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे से स्टूडेंट्स को ब्रीफ कर दिया है. उनकी बेसिक प्रॉब्लम होती है प्रैक्टिकल और इंटर्नशिप. लास्ट ईयर बहुत स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे अप्रोच किया था कि सर आप मुझे हेल्प कर दीजिए, तो जितना मैं कर पाया उतना मैंने कर दिया था उनको. एज फार एज एजुकेशन इज कंसर्न, मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इनको ब्रीफ किया है. आई होप एवरी लर्नर विल ज्वाइन द सेशन, और सेशंस की डिटेल स्टूडेंट्स के साथ शेयर कर दी गई होगी. तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा लर्नर से कि वो सारे सेशन अटेंड करें. असाइनमेंट्स को अपने हाथ से लिखें, कॉपी नहीं करें स्टडी मटेरियल से, और किसी भी और सोर्स से कॉपी ना करें. आप जो कुछ भी करें उसकी पिक्चर अपने प्रैक्टिकल वर्क में, जहाँ भी चाहिए, असाइनमेंट में चाहिए तो आप वहाँ पर प्लेस करें, और वो अच्छा लगता है देखने में और आपकी स्किल पता लगती है. कॉपी पेस्ट कहीं से भी मत कीजिए. And rest, I hope that every student, every learner is having that time schedule and that has been provided, and submit your practical work assignments timely to the university. As मैडम ने कहा, आप डिले करेंगे तो आपकी जो एजुकेशन जो रिजल्ट है वो 6 महीने डिले हो जाएगा थ्योरेटिकल, उसमें कोई भी आपकी मदद नहीं कर पाएगा. तो ट्राई टू सबमिट your practical work, internship report, and assignment by 31st March 2024 if you want to appear for June 24 term and examination. बस सर मैं स्टूडेंट्स को यही कहना चाहता हूँ.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Now, one student has raised his hand. Mr. Rishabh, please ask your question.
सर मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट थी कि कुछ इवेंट कंपनीज की नेम या कांटेक्ट डिटेल्स दे दीजिए, क्योंकि हम जब फाइंड करते हैं लिंक्डइन पे या किसी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म पे तो कांटेक्ट तो होता है, बट वो इंटर्नशिप प्रोवाइड नहीं करवा पाते हैं कि हमें कुछ अथॉरिटी इशू है एंड ऑल, तो वो टाल देते उस चीज़ को. अगर आपकी साइड से कुछ हेल्प हो सकती है, रिक्वेस्ट किसी कंपनी से कर सकते हो तो सर उसकी लिस्ट मैम को प्रोवाइड करवा दीजिए, हिना मैम को, वो सेंड कर देंगी हमको.
आप किस जगह से बोल रहे हैं?
सर मैं दिल्ली से बोल रहा हूँ, उत्तम नगर से.
दिल्ली उत्तम नगर.
हाँ जी.
Yes, Hina ma'am, do we have some references of some companies or firms?
Not towards that side, but what we can do is जैसे ऋषभ का कंसर्न है, ऋषभ ने मुझे पर्सनली भी कांटेक्ट किया था, and then I did try to find, they were in Gurgaon and Noida. Rishabh, if you are interested, I can send you to Gurgaon or Noida. Let me know.
मैम वो गुड़गांव एंड नोएडा वालों ने बोला कि हम नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में कराएंगे, अभी नहीं कराएंगे, तो वो काफी लेट हो जाएगा, मेरा ड्यूरेशन भी तब तक खत्म हो सकता है.
ऐसा नहीं है ऋषभ, because there are many companies who are still keen to take learners. So what we can do is, those learners who are present here in today's meeting, what you could do is you could write to RC Delhi 1 that you need internship, and RC Delhi 1 will connect with me.
मैम
And we
मेरा
will
तो RC
find out, हम आपको इंटर्नशिप का लोकेशन और फर्म या एजेंसी के बारे में आपको बताएंगे, आपके लोकेशन के हिसाब से, या अगर आपको लोकेशन का कोई बाधा नहीं है तो वी कैन ऑर्गेनाइज एनी इवेंट कंपनी फॉर यू.
मैम लोकेशन का कोई इशू नहीं है, दिल्ली या दिल्ली एनसीआर में हो जाए तो कोई इशू नहीं है.
ठीक है. तो देन ऋषभ, लेट्स सी, आपको अभी तक मिला नहीं है कहीं पे?
नहीं मैम.
ठीक है. So we will within a couple of days I will get back to you. You be in touch with me and I'll get you an internship opportunity.
Okay, thank you ma'am. Thank you sir.
Okay. So whoever has any issue in finding out an event company, please write to RC Delhi 1 and they will be in touch with me, and together with RC Delhi 1 I will be able to find out internship placements for you. In fact, Dr. Ashok, what we can do is we can identify those companies where students could engage in internship every year.
Yes, madam.
That will also help us to send more students to them.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, regarding this thing, I have one small suggestion, please.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, as this program was launched in July 2018 session,
Mm-hmm.
so since then, our past learners who have already completed their program and they have already done their internship, if we can do a very small survey with the help of a Google form, we can ask all the old students where have they done their internship.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yes, ma'am.
We can do a quick survey within a week, 10 days, and it will help learners like Rishabh and other learners who are present here today, so that it's a smooth sailing process for our present learners. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, you can have the data of all the old learners from SRD. Our SRD division, they will provide you the complete admission details of the learners since July 2018, when the program was launched. So then a Google form can be created, and with the help of that Google form, we will have all the data from all the past students.
Sure, sure. I think that can be done.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think Dr. Meenu, we can take this up.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Take it. Anything else?
Ma'am, I would like to invite Dr. Amit also from Regional Center Delhi too, if he wants to share something. Dr. Amit, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Respected Professor Hina, Madam, Dr. Ashok Sharma, sir, and academic counselor and dear learners. Basically, we welcome all of you in the Diploma in Event Management program. I just checked there are around 16 students enrolled under RC Delhi 2 also for this particular program. And जो अभी डिटेल्स आप लोगों से शेयर करी गई कि all the services and support services will be provided through nodal regional centers, that is RC Delhi 1. So those students who are part of Delhi 2, RC Delhi 2, if you have any issue, you may also contact us, visit the regional center at IP state, and we will try to resolve if any other support services or query related to your internship or any other aspect related to this particular program. So best wishes to all of you in the event management program, and I believe जो आप लोगों के फर्स्ट ईयर के एग्जाम अभी जून 24 में होंगे, so all of you will be appearing in the term examination in June 2024, and subsequently you will be able to clear all the components before, like assignments, internship, and other components for the program. So thank you so much, Dr. Sharma sir, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Amit. Thanks for your contribution and your inputs and feedback. If any other learner, if you want to ask any other question, so you are most welcome, please. अगर और किसी स्टूडेंट को और कोई क्वेरी है, आप हमारी हेल्प लेना चाहते हैं किसी भी टाइप की, तो प्लीज शेयर योर कंसर्न विद अस. Ma'am, I think that there are no more queries from any of our students.
Yeah, I feel the concerns will come up while they study the program, and
Yes, ma'am.
And then in some academic counseling sessions, Ashlesh ji is there.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am there. Dr. Meenu is there, and other counselors are also there. So whatever doubts you have, whatever clarifications are required, please mail me. Don't hesitate. This is for each and every learner who is present here today. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. So if there are no other queries from any of our other students, so ma'am, can we now wind up this session?
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Dear learners, before winding up this session, I would like to request you all to kindly switch on your camera for a minute so that we can have one screenshot of this event. This was also an event for the students of our event management. So I request you all to please switch on your camera. We would like to have one screenshot of this wonderful group. Yes, everyone please. Mr. Omkar, Mr. Rishabh, yes, Miss Ayushi, Miss Sandhya, yes please. Aradhana, Twinkle, Mehak, Anushka.
I can see that many are young learners.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes,
Good
ma'am.
to see. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the major factor that drives the event industry is youth.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
happy
Yes.
to see youngsters here.
Yes, ma'am.
Not that senior citizens are not welcome, they are doing a lot for the industry. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Still, some students have not switched on their camera. Rishabh, please. Aradhana, Ayushi, Twinkle, Anushka, if you can please switch on your camera for a minute. Yes, we have taken the screenshot of this wonderful group. So at the end of this program, I would like to sincerely thank our resource person of the day, Madam Hina K. Bijli, for her valuable time and kind guidance to all our learners. I would also like to thank Dr. Vinu Verma, Madam, for joining us and helping us in the smooth conduct of this session for our learners. By the way of her expertise and experience, we are thankful to you, ma'am. And Ashlesh Saxena ji and our other colleagues, and particularly our other colleagues from other regional centers also, Regional Center Delhi too. And all our dear learners, this was the program for you actually. And आपने इस प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन करने के लिए स्टूडेंट्स ने जो टाइम निकाला है इस प्रोग्राम को, जो एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट किया है विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर क्वेश्चंस, आपने इस प्रोग्राम को इंटरेक्टिव बनाया. सो वी आर सो थैंकफुल टू ऑल ऑफ यू, एंड वी विल शेयर द रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ दिस इंडक्शन मीटिंग with all our other regional centers also, जो किसी कारण से ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाए. सभी रीजनल सेंटर्स के साथ हम इस रिकॉर्डिंग को शेयर करेंगे, और कुछ स्टूडेंट्स भी इस प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाए, बट वी विल शेयर द रिकॉर्डिंग सो दैट वो इस रिकॉर्डिंग को देखकर उसका बेनिफिट ले सकें. So at the end of this session, once again, I thank all my dear colleagues at IGNOU headquarters and at other regional centers also. And at Regional Center Delhi 1, my colleagues also who helped me in the successful organization of this event. And most importantly, our dear learners. और लास्ट में मैं स्टूडेंट से एक और रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा कि अभी जनवरी 24 सेशन के भी एडमिशन्स चल रहे हैं. तो बाकी अगर आप अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में से अगर आप अपने बाकी फ्रेंड्स को भी हमारे इस प्रोफेशनल प्रोग्राम में, हमारे इस एक आज की तारीख में जो एक बहुत रेलिवेंट प्रोग्राम है और नेशनल इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर जिसकी बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड है, बहुत ज़्यादा वैल्यू है, तो अगर आप अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में से और अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी या अपना फैमिली मेम्बर्स में से भी अगर आप किसी को अगर हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में एडमिशन दिलवाना चाहते हैं, तो नाउ इट इज़ द राइट टाइम. जनवरी 24 सेशन के हमारे एडमिशन्स ऑन हैं, और आप बाकी फ्रेंड सर्कल में से बाकी लोगों को भी आप मोटिवेट कर सकते हैं, उन लोगों को बता सकते हैं कि वो हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में एडमिशन लें. और अगर इस फील्ड में, अगर इस लाइन में वो अपना कैरियर बनाना चाहते हैं, तो इट इज़ राइट टाइम टू गेट एनरोल्ड इन दिस प्रोग्राम. So once again, I thank you, ma'am, for kindly sparing your valuable time and guiding our students in successfully and easily completing this program. Thank you, Dr. Amit from Regional Center Delhi 2, you and your team. मैं बाकी Regional Center Delhi 2 के बाकी colleagues को भी मैं thanks करता हूँ for joining us in this session. And Ashlesh Saxena ji, thank you so much to you also. So, ma'am, if you kindly allow us, so now we should wind up.
Thank you, Ashok ji, that you got this organized, you and your team. And we shall keep meeting our learners again anytime, anything for the learners. Thank you, learners,
Yes,
for joining in here.
Yes, thank you so much, madam. Thank you, dear learners, and thanks, colleagues. Thank you so much.